Okay, this project is making some settees for the garden out of pallets, and I got hold of these half pallets which were being used as shelves in a shop, in a wine shop, and so they're all heat treated, good quality pallets, not all super clean but mostly not bad, and they've been sawn in half because they were used as shelves for two sections. So that's the basis of everything I've got. Is a three slats of a two section of a pallet, and I had 15 of these, so I thought I'd use these as my basis for building some outdoor furniture. So the way I'm going to plan to do it is two of these half pallets on top of two of the base pieces of the pallet, which I'll show you how I came by those, and then half pallet cut down, top section cut off to make arm rests for the pallets, and then the backrest will be two sections of these half pallets. One will be bolted straight up vertically, and the other will be canted backwards, give a little bit of a backrest angle on the back of the settee. So I'll describe it in a bit more detail as I go along. But so that base part, the bottom section will be flush like that, and the top section will be slightly bent back to have a bit of a backrest. So I'll discuss further as I go on. So the basic design is all on half pallets, as you can see here. These are all half pallets, and these were shelves in a wine shop, and a standard pallet's got 5 top pieces, and these pallets are from that section there, these two standing pieces, and these 3 top planks. So that's what everything is based on those. And then I've taken a couple apart to produce these rails. So rather than use 3 half pallets for the base, I want it to be this high, so I'm using 2 of those for the bottom section, and my helper here. I'm using 2 of those for the bottom section, and then 2 pallets for the top 2 sections, and then the cushion will go on the top of here. And I'll try to get ones that are more or less symmetrical, and also you'll notice that these ones have all got sort of chipboard section here, which is not so great, but then most of the pallets I've got have got that. Some of them have got proper wood, as you can see on the bottom here. All of these pallets are heat treated. This is what the HT means, just here. And so that's the seat part of the settee. And then in the arm sections, this is one of the arm sections, and this is the one that's loosely in place already. These arm sections are one of the half pallets that have been cut off just here, and this is about, I'm trying to use all pallet parts for everything on this sofa, so we might find with a cushion, I think that'll be about the right height for an arm. If I sit down on here now, it's not a bad height. That's my arm is now, without the cushion, my arm is more or less parallel with the ground, which is probably about right for an armrest. But I've also taken apart a couple of these pallets to get planks like this, and these will serve 2 purposes. I'll be using them on the armrest. Sorry about the cars. I'd be using them on the armrest just to cap the armrest like that, but I'll also be using them for bracing the back, and I'll describe that later on. Just a point here for symmetry. It's important to get the nicest parts of the pallets facing forward, And the original corners of the pallets, of course, all pallets that I've come across have all got this corner cut off here like this. You see all the way down. So when I screw this together shortly, I need to make sure these are all in line, and I don't end up having one of them back to front. So if I look at the back where it's been cut off, you can see here, of course, it's just everything here is a proper right angle without the corner cut off. It doesn't matter at the back, because you're not going to be able to see the back anyway, because there will be another pallet behind for the backrest. So it's just important that we get all the nice bits facing forwards. You won't see the ends either, but the ends are not unattractive, but you won't see the ends because the armrest will be on. It'd be quite nice to keep the various insignia that are on these pallets, but I think that when I rub them down it'll all come off. It's just been put on with a stencil. But I'm guessing what shows some interesting history on here. You've got the age. Thank you very much. I've got the age of the pallet, which is, I think that's 2000. Thank you. That's 2005. That one. I think that one's 2007. They're all heat treated. These are all European ones. That's the pallet manufacturer, I guess, or some kind of European standard. And these are EU pallets. Okay, this is the fully assembled pallet so far. So altogether used 4 half pallets for the 2 for the base and 2 for the top, and then another 2 half pallets cut down, the top bar cut off for the 2 armrests sections. And then these pieces, for the actual armrest itself, these come from another disassembled pallet. And then another disassembled, well, same disassembled pallet used to put these boards down here that attaches the 2 half pallets together. So the bottom half pallet's completely vertical, and the top half pallet is canted back slightly, as you can see here, and then they're secured together using this using this board here, and just for additional support, a couple of offcuts here I've attached to join the two pallets here to make sure there's absolutely no movement. So that's the more or less fully assembled version. Still needs to be a bit more sanding, and then we decide on what colour we're going to do it. We need to make sure that it's covered if there's any rain in the next couple of days. But that's the 3 slats there that you get from a half pallet. This distance here is exactly the distance of a standard seat cushion that you get in most outdoor furniture shops. So I'm hoping to be able to find some nice ones to put on these when we finish them. Not sure so much about the backrests. It might be more difficult to find something that's already off the shelf. We want to try and avoid made to measure if we can, because it's so expensive to have done. So this is the finished product. It's more sanding and then staining and things. And this is the parts needed to do the second one. So it's 4 of these 3 slat half pallets, 2 for the base and 2 for the back. 2 of these go underneath the base to give it that extra bit of height. These are off the bottom of a disassembled pallet. Then 2 of the half pallets have been cut down, the top section cut off for the arms, and then some spare planks that came out of one of the disassembled pallets for the armrests. So that's almost everything. There's just needing to have a couple of longer slats that I need for the back, which you can see here. These pieces here to support the back. I'll need to find a couple of those. I might have to use my own timber if I haven't got enough from disassembly.
Okay, good girl.